Hi, welcome to Live Life Ravishingly. Let's continue our journey with spirituality with Mr. Shivaram. Welcome, Mr. Shivaram, to my show.
Hello, Ravish. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Today we are going to speak about Patanjali Yoga. Tell me, Shivaram, what exactly is Patanjali Yoga?
So, Patanjali Yoga Sutras are eight-step paths
Okay.
path towards self-realization.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it tells in stages
I see.
how
Okay.
one can progress from a normal individual to a person who is fully connected to God,
Okay.
who
Got it.
knows God, who is self-realized. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what yoga is.
Okay.
People have misconception about yoga. Yoga is not just your physical exercises what you
Oh,
do.
okay.
It is basically yoga means union.
Oh, okay.
Union. Okay. Union with what? Union with God.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
which is the ultimate purpose of everyone's life.
Got you. Got
Okay.
you.
So Patanjali was a great saint who lived. Nobody knows when he lived.
I see.
Very very long ago.
I see. Okay.
Who basically created a proper structure and told that for a person to become self-realized, he has to go through all of these steps,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So the 8 steps are very well known, and even my guru Paramahamsa Yogananda also talks about them.
Okay.
Okay, so the first step is yama.
Yama. Okay.
Yama is to control.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we have spoken about yama in the previous videos as well. Yama is to control. That's what it means. Now, control of what? Control of various things. It can be your sense organs, your feelings, and so on. Okay, so when you leave everything uh, as they are, when you don't have control, when you don't have mental control, when you don't have control over your senses, it becomes very very difficult for you to focus.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll understand. I will tell you more about the next steps. Focus and concentration is very important in your sadhana or in your path towards God.
Okay.
So control of your mind is very important. That control cannot come from outside. That is, it is not like someone is forcing you and controlling you. That is not the right control.
Okay.
It should come from the inside.
I
It should be
see.
natural.
Okay.
Okay, that is yama. Then the second step is called niyama.
Niyama. Okay.
Okay. Niyama, we all know niyama is rules, right?
Right, right.
In Kannada also,
Yeah.
niyama means rules.
Yeah.
So here, these are the set of rules which you need to follow.
I see.
Certain set of rules which you need to follow.
Okay.
Like for example, you should not steal, you should not hurt others, like you should not kill people, and so on, right? So there are so many different things.
Right.
The reason why these niyamas become important is, imagine, like the way I understood it is something like this. Okay, imagine you are telling lies. If you're telling lies to live in this society, how many other lies you have to tell to just maintain one lie?
Right.
Right. You
Right.
told a lie to the person, then you have to remember, oh, I had told that. Now next time when I go
Maintain
speak
that.
to them,
Yeah.
I need to maintain that lie.
Right.
Right. It's such a humongous task. So now what are you doing? You're spending all your energy, life energy, or all the other energies what you have
Correct.
on maintaining the lie.
Lie.
Okay, same way, if you kill someone, obviously you are in that consciousness. Okay,
To
I have
escape,
killed, how do I
yeah.
protect myself, and so on. You're constantly thinking about that. You are not thinking about your sadhana or your progress.
Right.
Okay, you need to be see, anything can be achieved in this world if you are focused and you are working towards it.
Right.
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 So now to achieve God, you need to focus on God.
Correct.
Instead, if you are thinking about how do I protect myself with all these lies, you're stuck. You're stuck,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So that is something which we need to avoid.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to follow certain rules and put limitations around ourselves so that we are conserving the energy,
Okay. Got it.
and we use the conserved energy to the progress.
Got it.
Okay, so there are certain things, especially on the side of the relations like a person has and all those things, the physical relations and so on. One has to be very careful to be highly disciplined, especially if you are going in the spiritual path.
Got it.
If you are a normal human being, if you are not interested in spirituality, then it's fine. Like, that's perfectly fine. But if you are interested in becoming one with God, you need to be focused. That is the reason celibacy is practiced, throughout the world, in all the major religion. It is practiced by people who are saints,
Right.
because for them it is extremely important.
Correct.
But that doesn't mean by being in a family you can't achieve God. You can.
Okay.
There as well, you need to be focused and you need to be loyal.
Okay.
Then it works. Like for example, Alhari Mashai, who bought in Kriya Yoga in the New Age. He was a family man. He had 2 kids.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and still he was able to reach very high levels of spirituality.
Great.
That's mainly because of all the other things he was following very, very strictly, and even in the family he was leading the family in the right way.
Got it.
So now I spoke about yama and niyama. Now let's go to the third stage. It's called asana.
Asana.
Okay. Now these are the things which people do and call it yoga.
Yogasana,
right?
yeah.
Yogasana. So like they do bend, flip,
Yeah.
all these things, right?
Right.
So these are very important to keep your body healthy.
Right.
Okay. So I spoke about prana in the previous video. It is very important to make sure the prana flows throughout your body in a proper way. So that is the reason you do yogasana.
Yogasana.
So now yogasana by itself will not take you to God. It is like preparation, right? But there are ways of using that itself to go to God. That's a different thing. But anyway, in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the third stage, the yogasana, is primarily meant for you to prepare your body to sit in a meditative posture without moving anything in your body for more than 3 hours.
Wow. Okay.
It's called asana siddhi. That is basically you have perfected your body, your flow, everything, so that you can sit for meditation and nothing disturbs you. There is no pain in the body, nothing, for 3 hours continuously. Why 3 hours? Why that posture? That is because you need that kind of focus on God. So you need to give 100% of yourself to God to achieve God. That's how it is. And this is just the third stage. Third stage is about physical body. How to make your body good enough to sit in an erect position with your spine erect. Okay. For it can be lotus posture, or you can even sit on a chair, right? Without taking back rest.
I see.
Right. But you need to sit like that without moving anything for 3 hours. That is the third one.
Got it.
Now let's go to the fourth one. The fourth one is called pranayama.
Pranayama.
Now pranayama, people think it's breath exercise.
Again exercise, body.
That's also misnomer. Pranayama is to control prana. Okay. Yama is control. Pranayama is control of prana. And prana in the previous video I mentioned, it is a life energy. Right?
Absolutely.
So controlling the life energy. Life energy is something which basically is the most important thing, which is keeping us alive. Okay, it enters your body through medulla oblongata, which is the back of the brain here. Okay, so we eat food here. Prana comes in one way, external sources here. It also comes through the astral world through the medulla oblongata. Okay, it enters your body there, and then through spinal, it is stored in your brain and it's distributed through spinal cord to all parts of your body and so on. Okay, so it's a very powerful thing which you need to maintain, have a lot of, to sustain yourself, and also to take your kundalini up your spinal cord.
I see.
Okay, so that is the reason you need prana, lots of it. And when you are doing meditation, you are learning. When you are doing pranayama, you are learning how to control it.
Got it. Okay.
And one way of controlling is obviously breath exercises, and because it's linked. Breathing is linked to prana. It is linked to the physical posture as well. You stabilize your physical posture, your mind becomes calmer. There's a link.
Correct.
Your breath becomes calmer. So I call it as a triangle. Okay, breath, mind, and your prana. Okay. So when you control your breath, mind. So actually, breath, mind, and body, right? If you are completely still, automatically your mind becomes calmer, your breath becomes calmer.
Okay.
If you practice breath exercises, your mind becomes calmer and body slows down. It will not have jitters and all this. Right. So if your mind is calmer, your breath normalizes and your body normalizes. So they are all interlinked.
Got it.
I call
Got
it a
it.
triangle. Okay. So here, what we are trying to do in pranayama is to use the underlying thing, which is prana. Okay, controlling it so that you bring balance between all of them and make them calmer and calmer.
Okay, got it.
Now, it is said that to achieve higher levels of pranayama, you need to have various meditation techniques.
Okay.
Okay, and these techniques are, you have to get it from the guru. One of the most powerful pranayama technique is kriya yoga.
Kriya yoga. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, Kriya yoga.
So the progress is super fast. It is the fastest way possible,
I see.
and that is something which Krishna introduced to various
Lord
kings.
Krishna.
Lord Krishna,
Yeah.
Bhagwan Krishna introduced it, like millennia ago, like a long time ago, to humanity, and it was forgotten. And once again, it came back to humanity because of Mahavatar Babaji. Through Lahari Masha, it was brought back to humanity, and now people are practicing it and using Kriya Yoga to progress.
Got it.
Spiritually. So, so this is a pranayama technique. Kriya Yoga is a pranayama technique. Now there are stages above that. Above pranayama is called pratyahara.
Pratyahara. Okay.
Pratyahara.
Pratyahara. Okay.
Pratyahara is basically to, now you have the control over prana. To take the using that control, take the energy out of all your senses, which you are empowering your eyes, ears, and all those things, right? Skin, like touch and all those things. Take all the prana from all of them, take it inwards, okay, and move it up the spinal cord, right? So you take, when you take prana out of all these senses, what will happen is they will stop responding. It is like when you sleep, that's what is happening. Prana is going to the brain. Okay, so similarly, when all the prana retreats, okay, goes towards the brain, your sense organs stop working.
Okay.
So why are you doing it? You are doing it because you don't want external disturbance. You don't want other things from the outside to disturb you when you are focused on God.
In Kannada, we call it as tapassu.
Tapassu is slightly different.
I see.
It is also part of this. It's basically great penance. So here, what you are in pratyahara, you are taking all the prana from different parts of the body, internally taking it inwards, so that you are not disturbed by anything.
Got it.
So when you are in pratyahara, you are not disturbed by all the sense organs, any of the sense organs, and you are fully focused.
Got it.
It's like when you are watching a movie, you don't hear someone ringing the bell, like doorbell and all those things.
Got it.
That is because you're
So much
kind
involved.
of applying that principle, but in an uncontrolled way. Here it's a controlled way of doing it. Pratyahara. In sleep also we do it in an uncontrolled way.
Got it.
Now coming to the sixth one, called dharana. Dharana. So dharana is, now you have you don't have disturbance from anything else. Now you can focus. You have ability to focus. Now focusing on one thing alone, okay, and continuously trying to focus on that is dharana.
Okay.
So you can focus on anything and you will achieve that. Okay. But you should not use this mechanism to focus on other things which are lesser. You should focus on God, which is infinity. Okay, you should not use this for smaller things. You can use it, but you'll get something. But it's such a big waste of your power if you have achieved that stage of meditation and you are not using it for the right reasons, right? So then dharana is when you focus on God and only God.
Got it.
Okay. Then above that is dhyana. Dhyana is when the focus is unbroken. That is, you are focusing on God. There is no breakage at all.
Okay.
So continuously you are focusing. There is no, you don't even feel the time.
Okay.
It is, people say it is as if you are pouring oil, and oil forms that a stream, stream, right? And it's unbroken stream, continuous is flowing.
Yes.
It is like that. There's no breakage, right?
Okay.
So nothing can disturb you. You are in the full flow. You don't know what is going on outside. Fully into the meditation, this thing.
Okay.
Now finally, the last stage, okay, is called samadhi.
Samadhi.
Now samadhi, people in India, we have this misunderstanding. They think samadhi is death. No, samadhi is not death. Samadhi is a state where you are fully connected to God.
Got it. Got
Okay,
it.
you are in presence of God.
Got it.
Okay, so what is happening then is when you are in samadhi, you are so much connected and you are getting so much of life energy and everything. You don't need to breathe, you don't your heart doesn't have to beat. The heart rate goes very low, breathing goes very low, and all those things can become zero also. But you're still alive, you're fully energized, everything. You can stay in that state for years.
Okay.
You must have heard some people, they sit and they do meditation, and over years, the you know they are in the forest. Everything, there is a growth around them.
Correct, correct.
The forest grows around them, and they are lost in the forest.
Correct.
And some people were inside a temple, and the temple fell. And after 500 years, when they excavated, they found them.
Right. Right.
What is happening is, you can say, how was a person alive for 500 years, right? That is because when you make that connection, nothing decays.
Got it.
Your body doesn't decay.
Got it.
First thing, you don't need oxygen, you don't need food, you don't need external sources of prana.
Got it.
You are tapping into the inner source of prana.
Okay.
So you can stay like that forever. You don't
Got it.
age.
Got it.
Like it's like a standstill.
Got it.
Okay, so you can stay.
Fantastic.
And you are connected. So that is the ultimate state of samadhi,
Got
which this 8-step path leads to.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Got it. So in the conversation you spoke something about siddhi. What exactly is siddhi?
Okay. See, there is one wonderful thing which happens after the stage of dharana.
Dharana. Okay.
Okay. The dharana, dhyana, and samadhi are together called samyama.
Samyama. Okay.
Okay. So in that stage where you are very focused and when you are doing things, you start getting the powers of nature, like the true powers of nature.
Okay.
They are called siddhis.
I see.
Where you can do supernatural things. There is nothing supernatural about them. Everything is following the rules of the nature. It is supernatural for normal people. For normal people, it is supernatural. They think, oh, how is this person able to do this? It's mainly because they know the truth and they have access to those powers.
Got it.
So they can heal someone easily, or they can fly. They can become super heavy. They can become super light. They can get whatever they want. They can manifest things immediately. All these things, powers, great powers come to them. Now my Guruji says, if you get those powers, just give it back and forget about it.
Okay.
You know why?
I don't know. Tell me.
Because they are distractions. It is God is testing you. It is giving you rewards, saying, hey, take this, stay back in Maya. Do you really love me? I want to test you. Okay, take this power. You become like Superman. You become like Superman. Take. So now, if you say, yeah, this is super, I will use this and I will become famous, then you are not loving God enough.
Got it.
You are still interested in Maya.
Got it.
Then stay back in Maya.
Fantastic.
It will take you out of your sadhana.
Got it.
So that is the reason my Guruji says, never ever, use these things for your own self.
Got it.
If it is required, if God says, like at that kind of stage of meditation, you will start here, like you will start communicating with God also. So if God wants you to do something, then you do it. That's a different thing. Okay, through your guru also God can communicate.
Right.
So only if it is told by your guru, you do it. Use that power and do it. Or else don't use it. Keep it aside. Your aim is to become self-realized. Once you become self-realized,
Samadhi is the ultimate.
yeah. Once you become self-realized, there are different stages of samadhi also. We'll talk that later.
Okay.
So once you reach that stage, then probably God will only tell you use this power and all those things. You use it. Okay. Don't try to become famous in the world or rich in the world using those powers. If you are doing that, immediately God will say, okay, you stay back.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
All your love, I came to know how much you love me. Stay back. Because God's love towards us is infinite. That means we have done so many mistakes in our previous lives. He keeps forgiving. Okay. He keeps giving us chances. So now when we are going back, he wants to really know, are you really interested in me? Or are you interested in some power
Worldly pleasures.
Worldly things, or just you are saying for the sake of saying you are saying yes, but you are not actually interested in me. So he is basically checking that.
Fantastic, Shivaram. Just to listen to the preachings, what Shivaram is giving us, it's so exciting. If you really practice that, then infinite is the word I need to use. Thanks, Shivaram, for joining me.
Thank you,
We'll
Ravish.
continue our spiritual journey. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you.